Our next presenter is Sabur Mubarak from PyWast, and his presentation will be showing us 10 ways radio and TV stations can incorporate mobile technologies.
A very good day to one and all, respected guests, dear technology experts, and my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the commencement of my utterance, I would like to thank Internews for organizing such a beautiful and a lovely event where all technology experts and professionals come together, verify a need or a problem in the community, and provide a solution for it. I really appreciate their initiative. Today I'm going to give you a presentation on new services and products which PyWast had come up with for media companies and organizations. As we all know, and I'm sure you all agree that in the recent years, the penetration of mobile users and the rapid growth of mobile networks has made this mobile as a powerful tool for different sectors that they can take advantage and they can use for a variety of services, especially for media companies. I'm sure mobile technology is a key and effective way of providing services for media companies. PyWast, which is a value-added service provider and SMS-based mobile social networking, which last year I had a presentation on how we come up with this idea and how this platform has been made and implemented and how this was connected to all mobile operators. Today I'm going to present you few products which are mainly targeted for media companies and how media groups can take advantage of these new products and to increase their listeners and viewers and at the same time to generate revenue for them. Basically, in recent months, we come up with some ideas, which I'm sure some of them are very common, and some of the media companies, TV stations, radio channels, radios, and other media companies, they have used it. But how PyWast made it more easy, how we come up with user-friendly access for media companies. Here are the list of services and products that we have available, and most of media groups are using it. The first product which I'm going to present is the voting through SMS, voting solution through SMS. I'm sure this is a very popular way of getting votes from audience or from your listeners through SMS, and I'm sure some of the media companies, they have their own and they are using from other companies as well. We came up with this idea that isn't it important to have your audience and your listeners having interaction with your program? Don't they feel important when you give importance to them that they can send their views, they can send their votes, and you give them a feeling that their votes are important, and you want to, for example, get votes for a problem or something, anything, any program that you have through SMS. We think that this is a very effective way of getting votes through SMS. PyWast has made it quite easy, quite simple. For example, if there is a program and there is a need for getting votes from the audience, they can just send a keyword. For example, if you want to vote for there is a debate and if you agree for their main question, and if you want to answer for option A, you can just send A to a shortcut, which is 7 to 9. So this is a very effective way of getting votes, and most of media companies are using this product. Let me just. The second service is the breaking news. Once again, I'm sure that in a competitive environment where there are a lot of media companies, a lot of news agencies, don't you think that if you give more importance to your, people who always view or listen to your news, if you give more importance, for example, by giving importance, I mean, if they subscribe for your news, and each and every time there is a breaking news, and if you can, if you can spread that news to your dedicated viewers and listeners, I'm sure this is this makes an importance for them. So this is a solution that a media company, a TV channel, or for example a radio station, or another news agency, we provide them an ID. All their listeners or viewers, their audience, they can subscribe to that. For example, if they have a mailing list of around 100,000 users, by one click they can send and spread breaking news to all of them. And this is, I'm sure this is an important product and service that majority of media companies using it, and others will also. Another product which I'm going to explain is the audience feedback. Once again, if you get, the main issue, which I'm sure you also agree, is that in Afghanistan there is lack of content. Lack of content, I mean the information which are provided. For example, there's lack of, the information there, it's not, I'm sure most of the information are not accurate, and also due to obstacles and issues, you cannot collect content from all over the country. So when we came up with this idea that if you get the contents, the feedback, the response from your audience, where, for example, if you have an account and if you are receiving the feedback from your audience, for example, from a very far village in a country where there is the solution of mobile, but I'm sure most of journalists or most of reporters, they cannot go there, but you can get that content through SMS, and it's a very effective way of getting feedback and response. So this is a solution which is available, and most of companies are using it. Once again, I just want to emphasize that in the last decades, I don't think there is any other service or any other program that had gotten the maximum number of viewers, listeners, rather than talent shows. I'm sure most of people, they are interested in viewing talent shows. In any TV channel, when there is a talent show, I'm sure most of people, they are interested, whether they are youngsters, whether people from different age. They are really interested to watch a talent show. And for a talent show, again, there is a solution for voting, as well as getting response and feedbacks from your audience and your listeners. Another important program which is running on most of radio stations is the hit list, or for example the entertainment programs that they have, for example, top 10, for example, songs of the week. How to decide this? I'm sure most of these radio stations or TV channels, they are using this, getting votes, but we made it more effective in a way that when you are getting the response, or for example the request from your audience, we provide a GUI interface. I mean a web interface that anytime there is a request, they can see online. They can see the statistics, which option got the maximum number of votes. So this is a very user friendly and a very easy product, which doesn't need any expertise. We just provide the web interface, and they can just view at any time, and they can get the live results at any point of time. Once again, as I mentioned, due to obstacles, due to a lot of issues, maybe most of these reporters, most of journalists, they cannot reach to the far areas, rural areas of the country. But what if you make your audience or your target groups to be your journalists, and to send you the content, to send you the news at any rural area or any far area? By sending an SMS, they can do that. They can send, for example, news which is happening, for example, in a very remote area, which I'm sure most of these local media companies, they have not access to all parts of the country. But you can make your audience to be a very good journalist, and they can send you the news steps. And you can share it with your viewers or audience and listeners. Once again, as I mentioned, breaking news. Nowadays, we see there is a lot of interest in sports, and there are a lot of achievements for Afghanistan for achieving international medals, prizes of our sportsmen in the country. And I'm sure most of the youngsters, they are watching sports news. So another way of spreading news, sport news, and getting revenue. This is another product which is made by PIWAS, and it's quite easy. As I said, for all of these services, we have a web interface. We have live results that we give. Our platform, our system generates the live results of any, for example, voting solution, feedbacks, and everything in an XML file. There's the system is programmed in such a way that when there is an update on any account, it pushes the content to that account which is related to. So we can provide the APIs that they can get the live results and the statistics. One of the important and very recent products that we have is the live events and live SMS, getting live SMS. Recently, in most of events that we had, for example, I can give an example of Taekwondo Championship. There was an event, and all these people, they had come from all these provinces of Afghanistan, and that event was organized. And at the same time, we had come with this idea that why we don't give a chance to the audience, that they send their, for example, their messages, their views, opinions about this event, and for example their prediction about who is gonna win, for example, and many other occasions. This product, we have provided an API that it receives the SMS in a live, I mean. It's very easy. You can have a projector. You can just you provide the URL, and then you can just get live messages. For example, we can have a demonstration here. Okay. I think you can just you can test this product now. You can just send a message, test live, and space and your message. You'll get it on the screen. Hope there's internet connection is working fine. Is it? You can just type test live. Okay. I think there is an issue with the internet connection. We can just go ahead with the presentation. So this way you can just have a projector and you can get the live SMS. We had this with many events like TEDx, with many other occasions. Okay. Another product is the citizen outreach. How we can, for example, spread a message to majority of young and educated people, and at the same time how to get the response. So this is also another product of PyWast. It can be easily set up. You can get the response, and also you can also send and spread a message to majority of another service is music request. I'm sure this is also a very popular way of entertainment, and it's running on a lot of TV stations, radio channels, that they ask their audience to send their request which songs you want to play. So this is also another way of getting the requests from your audience, and through SMS. Okay, the last product which I'm going to explain is SMS chat. As it's very common in other countries, even in the region countries, neighboring countries, they have it. For example, if you have there's an idle time for your broadcasting. For example, if you consider 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So at that time, maybe you can have a live SMS chat where you enable your audience that they can chat. We provide your API that those messages are pushed from our platform, and you can get it easily on the screen as a scrolling bar, or it's quite easy for setup, and it's also another effective way that you can generate revenue, and you can allow your users that they can communicate. And finally, these are our clients, our customers that we had provided these services. Variety of these services we have with these companies. If you have any questions.